did you ever have a bully at school?
Yeah.
How did you beat the bully at school?
I would say very condescending things that he didn't get, and then laugh at him when he didn't understand.
And did that keep you from getting beat up?
Yeah.
I can honestly say that's true.
Okay. So you guys went to a weird school.
Yeah.
So here's how it works in the real world.
That is also true.
Not at your hoity-toity private schools in Baltimore County.
Our 12-person private schools.
So when you go to a public school, there are bullies. And
Yeah.
they beat you mercilessly, and they generally don't get in trouble because you're afraid to tell on them. Or because if you do tell on them, they still don't get in trouble. Does that sound familiar to anybody?
Usually.
So if you try to tell the authorities, if you try to stand up to them, if you try to tell them the error of their ways, nothing works. You know what works?
Punching the bully in the bully.
The fucking face.
Well,
yeah.
Because you punch them in the fucking face, and then they leave you alone. Let's say that the bully had the ability to throw you in your room and keep you there as long as he wanted to.
Yeah.
That certainly changes it, because then he doesn't have to walk away.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
So in those cases, you got to punch the bully in the face, and that gets him to leave you alone. Because once he fears you, and you fear him, now we're in some Machiavelli shit where it's the prince, and fear is the thing that keeps us honest. Here's my point, though: that fear brings us back on an equal level. Now we can de-escalate together. You will never accomplish the goal so long as there is not an equal amount of fear on both sides.
I'm friends with enough police on Facebook and stuff like that these people aren't. This doesn't. If you kill 5 cops, you're just making them more intolerable.
Okay, how about 10?
I'm not.
How about 100?
I'm not in the business of having people's lives taken away from them.
Hypothetically, I'm just saying hypothetically. At what point do they say it's not worth it? Let's stop what we're doing.
It's going to make it worse. If tomorrow was National Kill a Cop Day and 1,000 cops went down, don't do that. If tomorrow was,
I didn't say anything. The transcript will reflect I did not say anything.
If tomorrow was National Kill a Cop Day and 1,000 cops got killed,
yeah,
they're not gonna go like, oh wow, maybe we should change our ways. They're just gonna all become more like, well, we're on the hunt, so we got to be even more aware of the fact that somebody could fucking kill us.
See, you say that, but I don't think that's true.
No, it's absolutely
true.
What
happened in Baltimore after the uprising? What happened?
They stayed away.
They stopped doing their fucking jobs.
Yeah.
Which
but that
essentially made the city better. I think that there is a tipping point because we have to stop looking at it as police and civilians now. This is an occupying paramilitary force, and the way that it's treating an occupied nation. That's how it is clear based on everything we've seen for the last week that is how they see us. We have to change the way that police operate, but not only that, we have to change the way the state's attorney's office deals with the police. We have to change the way that the justice system, the courts themselves, deal with both the state's attorneys and the police. We have to change the entirety of our legal system. What I'm telling you is that you will not get that change. Because there is not a parity between the parties who are negotiating. And with the police and the state's attorney's office as they stand now are in so much of a power domination of everyone else, there needs to be the creation of parity. And the way that you create the parity is, unfortunately in this case, the route that we're taking is through fear. And when you say, if you don't start with these changes, the violence continues. Then again, if we stop thinking of it the way that we want to think about it, like it's Mayberry and that police officer Jones on the corner is as Andy, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
God, what is his name? Andy from Mayberry?
Andy Griffith?
Andy Griffith.
Oh,
Andy Andy Griffith. Yeah. Good pull. So he's not Andy Griffith. That we need to look at it like an occupying force and an occupied force, an occupied population and a force. And every great military conflict, you cannot bring them to the table to talk about peace, to talk about how we change all of this, unless there's parity. Once you create parity through fear or anything else, then you can say, okay, so here's how it's going to go. We have now created a situation where you take one of ours, we take one of yours. That's the way that this works. And if you want this to stop, we need to have change. But as long as things continue the way they are, they have no reason to change it. Because the cops are saying, listen, well, we can kill whoever we want.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter. You can get us on 6 videos, including 2 body cams, and it doesn't matter. We walk.
Police will not get it. They will not get this.
They won't, but the superiors and the politicians and the state's attorney's offices will.
No.
They will say the violence has to end.
Nobody
has to stop it.
Nobody will get it. Nobody. It'll just be business as usual.
Then burn the fucker down.
You're not going to get where you want with violence on this.
Then nothing will ever change, because we have been trying for 100 years with peaceful protests and everything else, and although things on the books change, nothing on the street changes. And
listen,
Jim Crow is still in control in the city of Baltimore and the city of Baton Rouge and the city of Atlanta and even the city of Minneapolis. Jim Crow is still in control, and if we can't do it through peaceful means, when there is nothing left, when peace offers us nothing, there is only one other way. There's only one opportunity, and we have to say, like Malcolm told us, by any means necessary. And if we've tried peace for too long, there's been too many marches. This year we're at 608. 608 people have been killed by the police. Last year, 1,208 people were killed. What got changed last year? But the year before that, 1,193 people were killed. The year before that, 1,058 people were killed. How many people is it going to take? How many hashtags? How many marches? We've been marching for 100 years. Nothing changes. You're saying that, violence is never going to change anything. But peaceful protest has not changed anything. We haven't tried violence. So maybe that's the answer. Theoretically, hypothetically. The good cops are going to say, enough of this already. Let's get these bad assholes out of our department so that we can stop this shit. Because my life is worth more than covering up your bad actions. I'm not going to cover up that kid that you shot, because that means that I put my life at risk. And I'm a good cop, so I'm getting rid of you. I'm gonna go to the press. I'm gonna go to whoever. If internal mechanisms don't work, then we go to the outside. And we have 2 forces. We have the people on the outside, and then we put pressure on the good people on the inside. And I think that, yes, at the beginning people will close ranks, but eventually someone's gonna say, I got a family, and my life is at risk every time I go out there. Not because of shit that I do, because I'm a good cop, and I follow the law, and I execute it properly. But my life's in danger because you do bad things.
Yeah.
Because you kill kids. Because you don't know what the use of force guidelines are. So we need to get rid of you, because I want to go home and see my family tonight. And the guy who's shooting cops, the 11 cops who were shot in Dallas, they may all be good cops. We don't know. But they are caught up because they are wearing the same colors as the bad cops. And the good cops will start standing up and saying, my life is worth this. We need to get rid of these bad guys because I want to make sure I'm secure. It's illogical to think that one more video, one more death. And we have been saying, when I say we as me, we in the movement, we who have been awoken and have been following this since Mike Brown in August of 2014, have been saying, Mike Brown's the one, it's going to happen. John is going to be the one, and then Tamir is going to be the one. And how many of the ones are we going to have?